Thanks, Ella. Welcome back to our English language gathering. Before we start, please reach out to your tens and turn your cameras on so we may see your smiling faces. Now, our opening intention. John?
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, friends. Opening intention today, Rabash, letter 8. At the end of the day, this is a group of people who have gathered in a certain place under a certain leader to be together. With superhuman courage, they face up to all those who rise against them. Indeed, they are brave men with a strong spirit, and they are determined not to retreat 1 inch. They are first-class fighters, fighting the war against the inclination to their last drop of blood, and their only wish is to win the battle for the glory of his name. Lahaim, friends. Lahaim, thank you all.
Thanks, John. And now an update from our Arvut team about the TENS Congress. Chaim?
Yes, and about some more actually. So first of all, hello everyone. Second, I re-emphasize, please guys, switch on your cameras. We want to see your pretty faces and your beautiful smiles. Let's all be together in the most together way we can, okay, in our virtual environment. Okay, so first things first. The management asked to know how you guys feel about the first part in the morning lesson when we read the article together. Previously the reader used to read it. Now the reader reads it, but he reads it only for those who are not in a 10. The 10s read it for themselves. Some 10s complain that they don't have enough time. Some 10s complain that they have too much time and they run out of things to discuss after they read the article. And for some 10s, it's just perfect. So, which one is you? We sent out a survey that asks exactly those questions, and we would like you to answer them as quickly as possible. Thank you, Roberta, for posting it in the chat, the link in the chat. So we'd like you to answer. I need to reply to the management by tomorrow. So don't forget to do it today. And so we can give them a full picture of how you guys feel about it so they know whether or not to change it. So this is number one. Number two, about the Congress. So we've advanced in terms of structuring, let's call it, structuring the Congress. We know that we will have 2 lessons. Right now, the plan is that for those who cannot make it to the morning lesson at the usual time, we will play it again, like broadcast it, again, do a rerun at a later time, probably around 9:30 Israel time, a.m. So if you guys want to get up early and do a morning lesson America time, you'll be able to do that. And if not, you can always download it and watch it through Kabbalah Media. But then if you're not physically together, you'd have to share the streaming via Zoom. So that's a little more techy. And we've also booked the 10s that will lead the lessons. This time we will not have a 10 from the US or from Russia. We'll have a 10 from Ukraine and probably the Asia 10. And if they don't take it, then we will give it to San Francisco, but they probably will take it. And we'll have 10s from Israel, of course, because we have so many of them and they've been fighting for it. And several 10s will be disappointed. And basically, from now on, we're going to dedicate time every morning lesson to the upcoming Congress, and even more time during weekends. We will get 10s to talk about their experiences when they got together on a weekend, with preference, of course, for physical gatherings. So if you guys did it and you want to share, please do. We didn't talk about sharing women's 10s specifically, but I think it's worth a shot. It's a little unorthodox for Bnei Baruch to do that. But then again, the Congress is for men and women's 10s. So I see no reason why we shouldn't hear women's 10s as well. So I'm willing to try. For example, I know that Women Toronto 1 had a meeting over a weekend, at least once, if not more. So why don't you, ladies, share your experience and what it does for you as a 10? At least offer yourselves, write to me, and I'll pass it on to the content team, and we'll see if we can book you, ladies, up to speak about the experience. Anyone else who's done it is invited. So please join and share. What else? We will start piling up the Congress site with content, lots of music, lots of content to choose from. We will start building lineups, template lineups for 10s that need it. But mainly, we will use the last part of the lesson for 10s to give tips on how they run weekends, how they prepare for it logistically, which is a big part of it, if you're meeting physically. And also if you're not meeting physically, actually. There's a lot of preparation to do. How they prepare for it, content-wise, who's in charge of what, how to pick the theme of the weekend, who's leading what content item, and any item is a content item, whether it's a meal or a walk or a shivat chaverim or a lesson or a preparation for the lesson, or even just you decide to have something entirely different, like say some kind of a connection game. It's definitely a connection, a content item. So all those elements, all those items during the weekend have to be manned, or should I say womaned. And people need to be made in charge of it, and they need to know how to build it. And if they don't, they need to know who to ask. So all that's in the making, and it will be put up on site in the coming days. And now for some exciting news. Last Saturday, we had what I think is a first of its kind session for graduate CABU students. It's not a lesson in the regular sense of the word. It's more of an ongoing series of sessions that's intended to solidify and strengthen the community of tens that we have, because, we're all divided into tens, but besides the tens, we need a supportive environment for the tens. So we wanted to create an environment that supports the tens. So those sessions are intended for people who participate in tens or members of tens. And they come there and we talk about all kinds of things that are related to issues and just general work in the 10. So we had 2 of those sessions. The first one, in my opinion, was great, but the second one was better. I thought so. We're hoping to really create a feel of a community where tens can really support each other. And what do I mean by a community of tens? If, for example, we've been talking recently about the problems that Northeast is having and how to support them, and that New York too has really gone out of their way to help them out, and we've asked everyone to support them. That's being a community of tens. But not only. If something comes up in a 10 and they don't know how to work it out, then they can bring it up over there. And then they can all discuss it. We can, it's led, by the way, by Arvut Team, who is very experienced in working with communities and in general with all kinds of events, like, say, meals and things like that. And he was also head of the Australasia community for a long time. So he's leading it together with me. So we can provide answers, but also we're expecting the friends to provide answers from their own experiences in their own tens. And once we do that, we become a community. And if people feel that they get answers from each other, then next time maybe they won't have to wait for Saturday's session, and they'll simply be able to approach each other and ask for help. And that way, tens can be assisted. Or, for example, if there's a 10 that's inspired by another 10, they can get together. We don't want to do it officially and say every 2 weeks, this and that 10, start pairing the 10s and things like that. But if we want to get together, say 2 10s that inspire each other, and just get together for a meeting that is just for the greatness of the Creator and to warm each other's hearts, wonderful. Go ahead and do it. That way we create a community that strengthens our desire for the goal. And that's what it's all about. That's what we're all looking for, right? To increase our desire for the goal. We do it mainly in the 10, but a 10 is not an island, right? It needs an environment that supports it. There's the technical environment, which is the Arvut Team and the KBU system and all of that. But there's also the spiritual environment. It's just like every friend has a spiritual environment, which is the 10. Each 10 needs a spiritual environment, which is a community of 10s. And our North American community of 10s, in this case, KBU community, also has a larger community, which is North America, and then the World Kli, of course. So we're trying to solidify that. Maybe we can get some testimonials from participants who took part in the first 2 sessions to tell us about it. Ami, maybe you want to add a few words, or maybe someone else as well.
Sure, I can start. Hello, friends. As Chaim said, it's truly a community sessions. first of all, we're blessed with instructors like Chaim and Omri, who was by Rob's side for many years. It's a really, really huge treat for us. I can't even emphasize on that. I think we all feel that every Saturday we have them in that class. It's a judgment-free zone. Students feel comfortable. They feel safe to bring what's going on in their 10 to get guidance. It's not only about the 10 conversation, they also intentionally pick articles like bite-sized excerpts where we open it up. Really, we go deep into each article. And the class, all the students, they're like sponges. We just absorb every bit of things that's said in that class. If I can compare it, it's like a mini morning lesson plus a community session plus, everything on it, the works. So we thank you for establishing that class, for teaching that class, for creating this for the students. It's very, it has a huge impact. That's what I can say. A huge impact on all of us. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Chaim and Amy. Amy, were you going to give us additional information?
Chaim?
No, just thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Chaim, and thank you, Amy. Now we come closer to having only 6 weeks remaining before our TENS Congress. So let's have an open mic and let's hear what some of the friends are doing. And once again, if you don't raise your voice, I will call on you to raise your voice. And men and women, please. Grisha, will you start us out?
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do. Thank you for for asking. So we know that the best way for the Congress is to meet physically, but not all the towns have this opportunity. Some could be in the hybrid setup, but in our town we are spread it throughout US and all kind of other restrictions will gonna be virtual. But at the same time, we'll try to put all the efforts to make sure that uh, we really are going deeper in the theme, like the topic of the Congress. What we already done, we had already a few sessions. We have, by the way, admin meeting every Sunday for 1 hour. It really helps to prepare to the Congress, not just to the Congress, but our regular things. And we already created the schedule, a schedule for our 10. So having those two blocks, two anchors, like we call them, morning and afternoon lesson. So what we decided that, and by the way, the way that BB management decided to keep those lessons approximately the same time, evening lesson for us at the same time, very convenient. Everyone already get used to that, and afternoon lesson moved a little bit. It allows us to have a good night's sleep. For many friends, it's very important. So it's very convenient to us. So we'll have a lesson in the evening as usual. Then we have a sleep, and then we have all kind of events like Yeshivat Huverim, connection activities, like lesson for the 10 prepare, and we again created the schedule like similar what we have for the Congress. We fill with 10 related events between those anchors, before, between, after. So the whole 2.5 days. And we also spread it us in pairs to prepare for each event. It's each friend involved into 5 or 6 pairs. It's a lot of preparation. It's not just for the February Congress, like one event for the lesson preparation. And yeah, we did the brainstorming for all kind of connection activities that make our events during the Congress special, not just regular wage like we have weekly, not just regular lesson preparation that we have weekly, but something special that could really get deeper into the 10. So it's a lot of excitement, a lot of preparation in front. Just remember that Rav mentioned that preparation even is more important than events itself, not just downgrading the importance of the Congress, but preparation is like really the key. Hi, friends.
If I may, yes, we are North American West 10, and we already found a place. Our sister from our 10 is opening her home. We are already preparing the schedule. We decided to be at the Congress for the entire Congress, so we are meeting on Thursday for the preparation, and we're staying until until Sunday. We're planning events around the blocks that will be created for us, which mean that we're talking about Yeshivat Chaverot, sessions, walks. We're planning to go to the cherry garden to pick up cherries. We're talking about the menu, how much it will cost, what we're planning to have for the menu. So everything is going on for us. And the absolutely amazing thing that we have Irina Rudny from New York in our tent that is flying especially for this Congress. So we are very excited and looking forward for our Congress.
I would say ditto, Grisha and Jana, other than the cherry picking, which sounds fabulous. In addition to the schedule already being prepared and friends preparing for the duties and everything else in pairs, because we do everything together. Every time we meet, and it's been twice a week for at least an hour, we have workshop questions. We're very deeply scrutinizing what we're doing, why we're doing it, what we hope to achieve, especially during the prep. Like was already shared, everything happens in the preparations. We're treating the preparation very seriously, but we're also having a lot of fun discussing games around the pool and walks on the beach and holding the intention through everything we do. So we're going to have fun, enjoy, yet our intention is the strongest thing that we're focusing on to make sure that we hold on to that and hold on to each other and remind each other throughout the time that we're together. So the workshops have been absolutely phenomenal. At Women New York 3, sorry I didn't mention that.
Yeah, in Florida, we're meeting twice a week for an hour, preparing for the Congress. We have the schedule set up already with the connection activities that we'll do throughout the day and planning content and all of that. And it's just been amazing to work with all of the friends, creating managers for this side of it and that side of it, meals, materials for the lessons and everything. And for our excursion, we're going to a nature park on Saturday. It's in a swamp. So during the day, we'll have a little hike, lunch, then YH with the alligators, and we'll cover everything with love. It's going to be an amazing event. Chaim.
Watch out for the snakes.
Also anacondas. Yep.
Illy, will you share?
I can share as well. So we are Toronto too. We booked a cottage, and we are going on a Friday night, like afternoon, and we'll stay till Sunday noon. So yesterday we have a meeting in our town and talking about like how we will fill time between the lesson. So one lady already did a search around this area. We find the lake, we found the parks. So we're going to hike as well. So we prepare Yeshivat Havarot. We decided each person will bring her favorite excerpt and we'll read it during the meal time. So, and we will continue do preparation by today and during our meetings.
L'chaim. How about Alyssa?
Thank you, Richard. My grade 10, Mary already expressed everything what we're doing. And actually, I want to mention that our great Roberta opened her home for us to be there from Friday. We decided it will be Friday night who can come evening, till Sunday. And Mary and the Reed already created working on schedule, and the entire 10 is involved in preparation. And it is very exciting what we're doing. Everyone is participating, and everyone is very serious about this Congress, which is very unique. And tell you the truth, at the beginning, I was thinking, why, what, but now it's just turned to this is very, very, very important. And thank you, friends, for sharing and inspiring each other.
Thank you, Alyssa. John Larkins, if you could share about being virtual.
Yes, can you hear me? I'm
Yes.
happy to say that our 10 had a very constructive meeting this morning. Our friends are really burning for the goal. It's a challenge. Working a schedule out like this between the 10s is a challenge, but it's felt so strongly in our 10 that our friends are on fire and want to be like Nakshon for this process. And so our 10 recently faced some challenges, like big time. Maybe even in the lesson you all heard probably that we even asked New York 2 for some help. And so we've really been going through it, but the creator stretched us like never before. And but he's blessed us at the same time. There's always that. And so the virtual environment is where we'll be for this Congress, but everyone is like jumping in like head first to be able to deliver something very special to our friends, something that will unite us, not only unite us, but the growth that comes out of a Congress like this will be unbelievable because it forces us probably to do things that we've never done before. But at the same time, we know that we owe everything to our friends and ultimately to the creator for even providing an opportunity like this. So everything is received in gratitude. And let's all be Nakshon together. L'chaim.
L'chaim, thank you, John. If you don't put your hands up, I am in fact going to call on you. And so, David Brown.
What can I say? I feel like this would be better for other members of Salt Lake City to talk about, but I know that the 10 is meeting every Sunday, and discussing what we'll be doing. I'd like to honestly hand this over to Haim Vitali because Haim Vitali, I feel, will be able to speak a little bit better than I would. Haim, if you would, please.
Yes, dear friends. Very short. We are planning our gathering, tense meeting. There's some people are very tight with their family's health situation, and or will be virtual, but those guys who are physically are able, we're all planning to meet together for at least 24 hours intensive aquarium. Also, during those 3 days, we're planning to be 3 days together. We're still in the process, exact location. We're planning to go on a camping where we could not be distracted by outside environment, people, but can concentrate and that tight bonding, as well as connecting to all those parts of our 10 are virtually who are not able to be physical with us. So we are on fire on this. We truly call it the aquarium, where we all melt together as one. L'chaim, l'chaim.
Thank you, Ryan. I think it's interesting that some of my friends have turned their cameras off since I started saying I would call on them. Teddy, can you share?
Well, thank you. Actually, I am working, but yeah, I will. I'll go in the other room here and share. So, very amazed at this new Congress, and I have a new 10. I've been with him for 3 months, and we are going to be together physically in Colorado. Cannot wait. And we've had some challenges with some, but I think we'll have 4 or 5 of us there, and very excited. And all of the virtual, and they're all ready for us to be together. So thank you for letting me share. I think others would have much more to say, but West One is the most amazing 10, and we are going to be together. So thank you.
Jose?
Yes, hello, friends. Thank you. If you don't know who I am, I'm actually in a brand new 10. We're like Teddy, maybe like less than a year old now. It's male 15 from the Cobb Youth System. And we have been so excited to hear news about when this Congress is going to start being planned. We've been asking, what about the May Congress? What about the May Congress? Because we've got the June retreat also coming up. I can say that, like, because we've been asking, we haven't actually started to prepare, but we are definitely going to start to prepare this week. We were so excited to attend virtually for the Congress in February, and we were able to put together a great preparation to keep us aligned and connected with the world Kli. So that's exactly what we're going to plan to do this time. We would love to get together physically, but we're stretched across the country, and one of us is actually in the Philippines. So we're going to do everything virtual, and we'll probably be asking, Northeast One's also going to be doing a virtual. Maybe we can talk to you about that and make sure that we're aligned. But we will definitely start this week to do preparation. We meet every day, Monday through Saturday. So we'll have plenty of time to be talking about this. Thank you very much, friends. We are very much excited for this. Excited for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. How about Javier?
Wow, thank you, friends. As always, here in Los Angeles, we're always in Congress preparation mode, or we're in Congress. So our Congress is planned out in Fallbrook. Lemma is our Congress manager. We meet every single morning after our prayer at 7:45 a.m. We have a little 10-minute segment for Congress, and it really includes daily preparation, weekly gatherings, physical weekly gatherings at the friend's house. On Wednesdays for our Rabash night. Thursdays we're doing hummus meal gatherings. We did one this week. We actually were able to lead. It was amazing. We felt like it was another peak that we reached. So we're really tied to this physical place. A lot of the friends are making preparations, arranging their families, the work, everything to make sure that we are there, strong, 10 physically, all there. It's going to be basically like an outdoor kind of a camping scenario with the house available for the women, and a lot of outdoor activities, hiking, a lot of bonding. We have a lot of land to actually explore and walk around, and to have connection games and so forth. So if any friends are in the West Coast area, and especially in the San Diego area, please know that there's a home for you. L'chaim.
L'chaim. Thank you, Javier. Is Andrew available?
Was that me?
That's absolutely right.
Oh, great. Thank you. Okay. So Cavu 12, we are planning to meet in the St. Louis area. We have an Airbnb reserved. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but similar to Hayes, we're on the newer side of the 10, right? And maybe we're second year together as a full 10, so a bit slower to prepare the content, and we're spread across the country as well. So it actually is very inspiring to hear how other friends are navigating this and bringing it together. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, several of us are planning to meet in the St. Louis area at an Airbnb, and we'll probably be taking inspiration from friends who have been on the path a little longer as far as how to fill in some of the blank spots. But something that surely we'll be doing is to go fishing, right? So we'll avoid the alligators and the snakes, but group activity fishing, and probably some hiking in the woods in a nice outdoor setting. And if I could, I'd like to call on Todd as well. He's really a bulwark in our 10, very, very connected and just a huge inspiration to all of us. Todd, if you're available to say something, that'd be awesome. We may
Yeah,
have had.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, friends. Yeah, we're lucky to get together, and I think we got a cave in the back of the place there to do some reading, things like that. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Hi, any thoughts with all you've heard?
Me?
Yes.
I'm totally in awe. You guys are so inspiring. I wrote to the content team. I just wrote them now. I texted them. You guys don't understand what's happening here. So many friends are traveling all over the place just to be together. This was completely unexpected. And wow, it's just I don't know, l'chaim to you guys. The efforts, the desire that you guys are showing. Really, I'm in awe. I'm just, I don't know. I feel like I'm bursting from within. Thank you. Just thank you. I'm so fortunate to having been here and heard that. I'll pass it on for sure.
Thank you, Chaim. Thank you, friends. If you're having troubles getting started, be sure to contact the Arvut team.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you guys are proud of yourselves, because you should be.
Okay, thank you, Chaim. And thanks to Chaim and Amy, and especially all of you for your participation. Be sure to join us next time. Now with our closing intention, John?
Thank you, Richard. Yes, and thank you, friends. Thank you very much for participating. More than 100 friends today. Great example of connection. Our closing intention. Rabash, Article 940, the point in the heart. It is written, and let them make me a temple, and I will dwell within them. This pertains to the point in the heart, which should be a temple, where the light of the Creator dwells, as it is written, and I will dwell with them. Hence, one should try to build this structure of Kerushah, and the structure should be able to contain the upper abundance, called abundance poured from the giver of the receiver. However, according to the rule, there must be equivalence of form between the giver and the receiver, so the receiver too must have the aim to bestow like the giver. This is called action. As it is written, let them make me a temple, where the acting applies to the Kli and not to the light, since the light pertains to the Creator and only the action pertains to the creatures. L'chaim, friends. L'chaim. Thank you very much.
Somewhere above these racing thoughts of me, somewhere above these pounding waves of the sea, a thrill light that pulls us through the dark, a broken heart that is waiting to be.
My life is calling, a place we belong. Lose myself in you. You were there all along.
You light the way, away, away, away. You light the way, away, away, away. And we can dance through the storm and together awake in the dawn. Away, away, away. When a reason can't be found and all is lost, when the fog is falling and it's blinding us,
I read a light that pulls us through the dark. A broken heart
that is waiting to be light the way, away, away, away. You light the way, away, away, away. And we can dance through the storm and together awake in the dawn. Away, away, away.
Now love is calling, a place we belong. Lose myself in you. You were there all along.
You light the way, away, away, away. You light the way, away, away, away. And we can dance through the storm and together awake in the dawn. Away, away, away. And we can dance through the storm and together awake in the dawn. Away, away, away.
L'chaim,
L'chaim.
friends.
Family.
L'chaim.
Bye.